Are you getting a problem whereby you're not getting the leads, or is the problem you're not able to convert the leads into sales? Now, I get a lot of businesses approaching me saying, hey, we're not getting enough leads coming in, so we need to do something to get more leads in. And when I look at their data, I can see a whole stream of leads coming in. So the problem is not always that the leads are not coming in. The problem is usually that you're not able to convert the leads into sales. Now, let me give you a typical scenario, and I'm going to tell you what the solution is. I'm also going to show you what the one critical ingredient is that most businesses miss out on when converting a lead to a sale. So a common scenario, okay? So let's say, for example, if you've got a Google Ads campaign running on, right? And this can be anything, right? So you've got your Google Ads. And then what happens is that Google Ads sends traffic to your website. In some cases, what businesses do is that the lead goes inside a CRM, which is great if you have got a CRM. Most businesses don't even have that. And then from there, what happens is that somebody somewhere does a follow-up, right? Now, in a lot of cases, what happens is that a lead over here, no follow-up is done, so the lead goes dead. And let's say even 20%, let's be conservative. Let's say 20% of leads just go dead because it just stays in your CRM. It doesn't even get to this part. Okay. Now over here, there's a follow-up and it's done typically once or twice. And that's where the problem is. Hi guys, sorry to interrupt you. Listen, one thing I found is that over 70% of people who regularly consume my content are not subscribed to the channel. And I've produced these weekly videos to help businesses just like yours or marketing managers to get more leads into the business, to grow their business. What would be really great is if you could just hit that subscribe button and drop me a notification to say, hey, what type of content are you interested in learning more about to help you get more leads and maybe to convert your leads into sales and so on. So please hit that subscribe button. You'll be doing me a great favor. Now let's get back to the video. A follow-up and it's done typically once or twice, and that's where the problem is. Usually that's where the problem is because somebody somewhere follows up the lead. Hey John, you inquired about so and so, how can we help you, and so and so. John might not be ready, and then after a bit they forget about that and the lead goes totally dead. What should happen, and remember I am going to tell you about that one critical ingredient as well, and what should really happen to fix this problem is, first of all, your CRM and the follow-up process should work hand in hand. Once a lead comes into here, what should really happen is that firstly, there should be a process whereby the lead gets nurtured. So an automatic set of sequences start up. For example, they automatically start getting email notifications, right? That's so that, hey, what you're doing via email is you're nurturing the lead. You're trying to tell the lead, hey, this is who we are, and then you're giving other emails about the value that you're providing or giving them some advice and guidance. But then within that sequence, and this is all automated, it's not just one email, you can send like several emails, right? And all on an automated basis. One email on day one, and then a couple of days later, another email, a couple of days later, another email, then saying, hey, how would you like to jump onto a call? Okay. But as well as email, you can then do other sort of follow-ups by, for example, SMS or even using WhatsApp, right? And these are processes that are now going to help turn that lead, and it's going to keep that lead into your business, into your customer's mind, so that they constantly get reminded about you, that you did inquire at some point in time. Then do you want to talk, or what's happening, right? When can we talk? Sending them calendar links so that they can get in touch with you, and if they get in touch with you, then again you can inquire them. But this process here isn't just to outreach to your potential customer or to your lead, But this should also be happening internally. So internally, somebody should be getting some sort of notification to say, hey, have you followed up that lead? Okay, or when did you follow up that lead, or when should you follow up that lead? And what we can do here is we can automatically set up something called a pipeline, right? It's called a pipeline, whereby each lead goes into a pipeline. For example, this is a new inquiry. This is an inquiry that somebody has spoken to at least once. This is an inquiry that we've spoken to them, we've given them a quotation, and they're interested. So in other words, becoming quite hot. You can also have other pipelines saying not interested, because not interested does not mean that they don't want your services. It just usually means that they're not ready at this point in time. Now, all this can be done using great systems, which we help a lot of businesses with. We implemented these exact systems with a lot of businesses to help them convert their leads into paying customers. We've even gone to the extent of, okay, we've got email, we've got SMS, we've got WhatsApp. We can then automatically get in touch with people through AI-powered bots, right? And what happens here is that our bot agents, our AI bots, are having conversations with the potential customers to say, hey, you inquired at that point in time, but I see that you haven't booked with us yet. How would you like to book? Right? Or what's stopping you going to the next level? Or what's stopping you speaking to us? Or how about, hey, we created a PDF, have this PDF. And what you're doing is you're constantly keeping in touch with your customers, and the system is doing it all for you. So you're not having to do everything manually, because the system is doing it for you. The system is firstly keeping your customers in touch with you, and then it's also sending you reminders to say you haven't yet chased these customers up, because you've got pipelines now set up, right? Because the system could have said that, hey, this person's got an appointment. Wouldn't it be great? You come into the office and you can see all your appointments in one go, and the system is telling you which appointments you've spoken to and which appointments you have not spoken to. I'm keeping this quite simple. Now, the other critical ingredient, which I said earlier on, which most businesses are missing out on, is the human factor. And what I mean by that, what I mean by the human factor is, yes, we've got emails, yes, we've got SMS reminders, and we've got WhatsApp, and we've got AI bots and all that tech behind the scenes. But a part of the automation should be, hey, listen, give this guy a phone call. Pick up the phone and say, hey, John, you inquired, how can I help you? Or what's happening in your business, and so on. That is the part where a lot of businesses don't do as a follow-up process, and that's because they forget to do it, or because they get new leads in, so the old one gets dried up. So the system which is built for you should be reminding you, hey, okay, you've sent enough emails, they've had the WhatsApps, right, or they've had the SMS messages or the bots, but they haven't spoken to you yet. So what's wrong with picking up the phone in an old-fashioned manner and having a conversation human to human? Because by talking to them, you're building a rapport with your potential customers, and they might not buy from you yet, but they might say, hey, listen, we're not ready yet, so, and you can say that, hey, okay, that's cool, I understand, right? How about we schedule a time to call you in, let's say, a month's time or 6 weeks time? What date would suit you best? Would this date and time suit you? Okay, so now you're building a relationship, because through the phone you can start talking to them, you can start talking about what else is happening on their lives, so that next time you call them, because you've got the CRM in place, you can make notes. So for example, it could be that they're buying a new house. So the next time you call them, you can read your notes and it says, hey, they just recently bought a new house. So when you do call them, you can say that, hey, how's the house going? And so on. So you're building a rapport. That is absolutely paramount. But the only way you can do all this by having a system in place. Now, if you want help with a system, so if you find yourself, you're getting all the leads, and leads don't have to only be from Google ads, it can be from anywhere, right? You could have an SEO campaign going on, or you could have a Facebook or Meta campaign going on, or a TikTok, and so on, right? So these all go into here. But whatever the campaign is, you've got a campaign going on, you're getting the leads. The issue is not always that you're not getting the leads, it's usually the case that the leads you're not able to convert into a sale. Now, we've helped a lot of businesses put very simple systems in place, really super systems, super easy systems in place, so that the systems do is that they help our customers to convert the leads into sales. If you're interested in this type of system, that how can we implement this into our business? What's it going to cost? Right? We've got this whole load of old leads which we haven't done anything with for the last 6 weeks or 6 years. What can we do with them? How can we re-engage the leads? What I suggest you do is that there'll be a link at the bottom of this video somewhere. Click on the link and jump onto a discovery call whereby we can talk to you about what you're doing, what are you doing to get the leads, what's the source of the leads, and what's the problem that you're having, what's the process that you got in place, and how can we very quickly put a very simple system in place so a system is doing all the chasing up for you. So if you're interested in that sort of thing, please do book a call. It's a free strategy call. You've got nothing to lose at all. We've done this for numerous businesses, right? We can give you off-the-shelf systems, or we can design one custom for you, and it doesn't really cost a lot. And that's the misconception, because people think it's going to cost a lot to implement these types of systems whereby we're converting your leads into sales. It can be done at a fraction of the price of what you think it might cost you. So if you like this type of content, please do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit the notifications button, so when I do create new content, you'll be the first to be notified. Take care, and I look forward to seeing you on the other side. Goodbye for now.